up, YouTube? So obviously it's been a while, I know. I've posted about it on my Instagram a few times. It was just like finals, working on my guide, all the stuff, and I had to put a lot of things as a priority above YouTube videos. But I do have one for you guys today. Hopefully this summer I can get a little bit more consistent. It's just like I also get so uninspired with ideas for YouTube. I love doing full days of eating, but I don't know if you guys love watching tons of full days of eating. Let me know below. But I did post a poll on my Instagram, or like a question thing, and I got a lot of answers for full day of eating, clothing try-ons, product reviews, informational content, things like that. So I'll be sure to prioritize YouTube a bit more this summer because I know I sucked at it at the end of the school year. But today I just wanted to do basically my current grocery staples just for fun, and because that was one of the ideas I got and I thought it was a good idea. So I'll do my current grocery staples as well as just like a little update on some things I have going on. But I did just want to say that these are my grocery staples right now. And they do change, like randomly I'll have the same dinner every night for like 3 weeks, and then I'll kind of change it up. Or like if I'm cutting versus trying to put on muscle, things like that, like depending on my macros, like I might get cauliflower rice versus like regular rice, things like that. So it does change, but right now these are my grocery staples. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I got and hopefully you enjoy it. Okay, so I'm just kind of gonna go through everything, and I'll also kind of explain like why on certain things I get that versus other stuff. So a couple things that I already had at home that I'm gonna show you guys first. Cream of wheat, I've been using this over oats, not because I like the flavor better. I would actually prefer my better oats, but solely because my fiber has been so high. Since I'm cutting and my carbs have gotten like a little bit lower, I try to make up for that hunger with increasing my volume foods, which also increases my fiber, which has a big impact on my digestion when it gets too high. So these have like 0 fiber. So I switched my oats out for these for now. And I've also been loving cereal for post-workout sometimes. So you guys know I use the post-workout stack from First Form, which is a protein powder, a whey protein isolate, and then like a glycogen powder. And some days I'll use that, but some days I'll switch out that glycogen powder for some cereal and just put the protein in there. So bomb. And then I've been using this tasty ready basmati white rice. I choose white rice over brown, mainly just because it digests a lot better for me. And then creamy Laughing Cow Swiss cheese. I just realized this one's full and I just bought a new one. That's cool. And then this stuff is the freaking bomb. It's G. Hughes sugar-free dipping sauce honey mustard, and it's for 2 tablespoons, it is 1.5 fat and 1 carb, 20 calories. Literally, I've been putting this on like everything, on my salads, with my pork, just like it goes with literally everything, and it's so good. And then these Joseph's Lavish breads, I have been like tearing into little squares, and I'll broil them for like a minute or 2 on each side and turn them into little chips, and then I'll top it with like these Laughing Cow cheese and some kind of meat or something. These are so bomb. Usually I just do like not even a full serving, just because again of the fiber content, but the macros for a full serving are 1.5 fat, 9 carb, 5 protein. Such good macros. It's just the fiber is a little much for my stomach to eat a whole one. So now going on to what I got today. Hopefully this doesn't bore you guys too much. I mean, I guess we'll see. So protein sources, I got some ahi tuna steaks. So I had a salad at Nuke's the other day that had grilled ahi tuna on it, and I thought it was so good. So I have not experimented with these yet, but I'm going to this week. Always get cage-free liquid egg whites. I'm lazy, I don't like to crack the eggs. These, I know they're more expensive, but that's what I get. I always get like cage-free whenever I can. And then, okay, this has been like my all-time favorite find for like the past 2 months. So I got it at Walmart, and it's a pork loin fillet. It's like pre-marinated. It's Asiago flavored, Asiago peppercorn. And for 4 ounces, it's 3 fat, 3 carb, and 20 protein. And it makes literally so many servings, and it's only $6.87. So highly recommend. And all I do for this is literally put it on a baking sheet and bake it at 350 for 50 to 55 minutes, depending on the size of it. So good. I literally have been making that every single week. And then I also have some chicken that I need to thaw out. I probably won't do it this week because I got the pork, but I like to do crock pot chicken a lot too. So I'll put the chicken in with like some sugar-free barbecue sauce or salsa, and then just let it cook with a little bit of water for like 5 hours on low. That's bomb too. Okay, moving on, veggies. So these have been my go-to veggies for the past literally 2 months. So Brussels sprouts, I know I buy them pre-halved. I spend more money because I'm lazy. And butternut squash. So what I'll do with these is I will roast them in the oven or in my air fryer. And I'll go ahead and meal prep them ahead of time. And then what I do is whenever I cook dinner, I will usually cook up zucchini in a pan the night of dinner. And then I'll add these in to reheat them with a little bit of nutritional yeast. And then it's like a big veggie stir fry, and it's so good. Sometimes I'll add that rice too, but yeah, so that's that. Chocolate rice cakes, all-time favorite pre-workout. Usually I'll do those rice cakes with my PB Fit powdered peanut butter, and then like a half scoop of my vegan protein powder, and like makes like an icing that I put on top. This is my favorite powdered peanut butter ever. It's so much better than PB2, and I don't know why, honestly. The ingredients are basically the same. It's better. I don't know. And for 2 tablespoons, it's 2 fat, 5 carb, 8 protein. It's also pretty high in fiber. So that's another thing that I'm trying not to overuse. It's funny that I have to like watch out for how much fiber I use because most people have the opposite problem. But anyways, I bought this today just because it's a kombucha and I wanted it. So this is another one of those sugar-free sauces, and this one is so freaking good too. This is a sugar-free teriyaki marinade, and I've just been using it like for my veggies, or like if I put rice in the veggies, I'll add it. And for 1 tablespoon, 15 grams, it is 1 carb, 5 calories. Can't beat that. I have some sugar-free, fat-free gel mix. This is the pistachio flavor. I know that sounds weird, but you guys, that flavor is so good in mug cakes. Like, so good. It's like nutty flavor, but also kind of tastes like white chocolate. I don't know, it's bomb. So yeah, this is what I put in my mug cakes. If you want my mug cake recipe, check the highlights on my Instagram, Sydney T Fitness, and it's made with the level 1 protein powder that I use. And by the way, in this video, I still take my supplements every day, like my fish oil, my complete nutrient pack, my microfactor, my greens, all that kind of stuff. But this is a grocery haul, so I'm just not talking about those right now. If you do want a full video on like my foundational supplements that I take, comment below. I can definitely do that and like talk to you guys about what's actually important and what's like BS, because if anybody ever tells you that you need BCAAs again, please just never listen to anything that they say, okay? Okay, so moving on. For my big salads, spring/spinach mix. I never get the just spring mix because then it has way too much arugula in it, and I just cannot, I don't like arugula. So I get this, and then I get shredded lettuce, and what I do is I do those 2 together, and then I'll do this sugar-free honey mustard and then some hummus. Sometimes I'll also do a little bit of a Greek yogurt salad dressing that I have, but it kind of just depends on the day, whatever I'm feeling. And then I have some avocados. Finally, they had some that were like ready to eat that I didn't have to let sit out for like a year. Zucchini. So I eat I probably should have gotten more because I eat like 2 full ones a night. I'll like pan fry them and then add in my already cooked butternut squash and Brussels sprouts, and then I'll like add my nutritional yeast for seasoning, which let me show you guys what that is. If you follow my Instagram, you already know. But it looks like this. I don't even know how to describe it. A lot of vegans use it as like a cheese alternative, but it's just so good. Like, just, I promise, try it and you'll love it. And then last but not least, one thing I've been loving lately is strawberries. So I just like have these at night with my mug cake usually. I don't know, I was on a big blackberry kick, and then like I said, I randomly like to change it up, so I switched over to strawberries. So yeah, those are my staples right now. Basically, I eat the same thing almost every single day. And then it'll like change, and then I'll eat the same thing every single day with that set of meals, and then it'll change and so on. But I love it that way. My body loves it that way. My body thrives on consistency. So, and the total for my groceries today was $65. And keep in mind, I did have to get new sauce, a whole new thing of PB Fit, which this thing is freaking $9.50. So this together was like $12 of that. Plus I got a whole pack of frozen tuna steaks. So I think that's really good. But anyways, that is my staples. So I'm going to put these up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little 9-minute clip on food. But I'm gonna put these up and then just give you guys a little life update, and that's probably gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna try to film a full day of eating ASAP, get some workouts up to you guys as soon as I can. The thing with my workouts is I pay somebody for my programming, so whenever I do film workouts, I have to do a separate one than what I'm doing, and that doesn't mean that what I show you guys is a lie, because I still make it things that I do. I just can't film the exact like sets and reps and things like that, if that makes sense. But I am working on finding ways to kind of get around that, film outside of the gym, maybe like pay somebody to help me out sometimes. But anyways, I'm gonna put all this stuff up and catch you guys in the next clip. Okay, so hopefully you guys actually got something out of that little grocery haul. I enjoy watching like people's food staples just because I think it's interesting to see what people eat like on a daily basis. So like obviously, like I said, that'll change here and there, but for the most part right now, that's what I'm eating every day. And yeah, so some life updates for you guys. Number one, I'm still on my cut, but at the moment I am on a, oh my gosh, I gotta silence my phone. Okay, at the moment I am on like a little diet break. So I have increased my carbs by 70 grams and I am only doing 40 minutes of cardio a week right now. My body's responding super well. I actually hit a new low this morning. So I had been dieting for probably like 12 weeks, so it was definitely time for a little diet break. Diet breaks, refeeds, things like that are really good to throw in whenever your body starts to stall, or when you've just been in deficit and stressing your body for a long time. Exercise counts as stress too, and so does cardio. Those all put stress on your body. So diet break is going very well. I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna be doing it. I wouldn't think like too much longer, but I'm responding really well right now, so there's no reason to like change anything. So yeah, that's kind of an update on my cut. It's going really well. I will say, like, there have been some weekends. Oh my gosh, hold on you guys. I always like forget how to set this thing up when I haven't vlogged for a while. There we go. There have obviously been some weekends that I probably did not make the best decisions, and it did slow down what my progress could have been. But also at the same time, when I went into this cut, I knew that I was doing this cut more for a lifestyle and not to go into a competition. So I did want to allow those things. So I don't really feel bad about it. I'm super, super happy with how everything's going. I've made really good decisions for the most part, but also enjoyed my life, and I'm still making progress, and it's going really well. So that's cardio macros. Life-wise, I just graduated undergrad last week. So that was interesting and a very weird feeling. It was kind of just like, okay, like, so college is over, so now what? But if you guys are wondering, now what? So I got my undergrad degree in nutrition with an emphasis in dietetics, but as of now, never say never, but I am not doing a dietetic internship, and I am actually going on to grad school next year or in the fall for exercise science, or for kinesiology with a concentration in exercise science, and I'm so excited about that. Exercise science is definitely my passion. Obviously, I love the nutrition side, but a lot of dietetics is very clinical based. It does not have to be, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it is, and I just really am following my heart with this one. It was a big, kind of scary decision, but that does not mean if I changed my mind after grad school, I couldn't go back and do an internship. But as of now, I'm just kind of following my heart. We're gonna go through grad school, learn as much as I can in exercise science program, see where that takes me, and I'm really just focusing on growing my coaching business, my business in general, and that leads me to the last little kind of life update is my new guide that I'm coming out with. And I've been posting about it a lot on my Instagram, and you guys, I am so excited about it. I've been working on this for a long time. I've been able to work on it a lot more recently since I'm not in school anymore, but I have been working on it for a long time. And basically it's just going to be an all-inclusive 8-week guide. By all-inclusive, I mean it's not just the workouts for the 8 weeks. There's also information on tracking macros, how to determine your own macros, when to adjust them, things like eating out, free meals, refeeds, diet breaks, so much stuff, alcohol, examples of like eating out menus of things that you could order that are macro friendly, meal prep tips, literally so much, and I'm so excited for it. And then of course the 8 weeks of workouts, and I am going to have videos for those workouts as well, for the exercises. I don't know exactly where, if I'm gonna do them in like an unlisted YouTube kind of thing or like directly in the guide. I'm still messing with all that. That's kind of why it's not out yet, because the video stuff is so confusing. But there will be videos for the exercises. Exercises are very bodybuilding based, but there is also a good mix of strength, hypertrophy, and endurance training in there. So it's a great just overall training guide. And I would say it is for intermediate to advanced, but beginners can definitely still use it. It can definitely be modified, because I am a big proponent of like free weights. So a lot of the guide is free weights, and that means that it can easily be modified because you can just do body weight, things like that. So I'm so excited, I'm so excited. Oh, also it has like how to determine how much cardio you need, things like that. It has everything in it. And I will say it doesn't go into like super crazy detail on like exactly the macros that you should have or refeeds and diet breaks. It just gives like general guidelines, recommendations, because everybody is so different. You kind of have to mess around with it and see what's gonna work for you, but it does give you a great guideline. So it's going to be amazing, and I'm so excited. Be on the lookout for my Instagram, because I will be posting like an example day of the workouts, some examples, and just ideas of what you're gonna get out of the guide. But I promise if you get it, it's going to be worth it. I have put so much time into it, so much thought and effort into it, to where you guys can use this and it will truly help you on your fitness journey, reach your goals in a way that you really like understand what you're doing and you know why you're doing it. You're not just kind of following something and being like, all right, well, I hope this works. I'm big on explanations, so there's lots of explanations in the guide. And yeah, that's kind of my life updates. I don't think there's anything else. I'm going home next week to see my brother graduate, and then my family and I are going to Hawaii in like a couple weeks, like 4 weeks now, I think. So that's about it. I don't want to make this video too long. I think it's already been like 16 minutes or something, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you don't hate me for being MIA for so long. I just, school just got me, and honestly when I get busy, YouTube just kind of goes on the bottom of like my clients' work, things like that. But I am trying to prioritize it more this summer since I do have more free time. So drop your ideas below. Be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up to support me. And you guys know I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.